Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another installment of Planmas. This is Planmas Day 15, and if you guys are watching this today, which I believe you are, you're like, Jen, it's the 16th. I know, okay? I have been uploading has been kind of like problematic because for some reason exporting the videos has been taking way longer than I would like for them to. That wasn't the case with this one. It's kind of a funny story what happened with this one. I exported it. I had it uploaded and I did a run through of it. Would you believe I forgot to film or record the voiceover before I uploaded it? I did all that work. I was like, oh yes, this is great. And because like I was right in the middle of uploading today's video, Planmas Day 16, and I was like, all right, let me just run through this and make sure that everything is all good to go. And I was like watching it and I was like, oh, is my sound on mute? And I kept turning my volume up and I was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong? And I was getting like really frustrated. And so I go into my editor and I didn't record a voiceover. So this is attempt 2. So I had to take that one down and record a voiceover. So here we are. I challenge everyone to try and do a Planmas because every problem in the book is being thrown my way. Like technically, I have all these things filmed and ready to go, and there has been I have hit so many issues. But I'm getting videos uploaded and I'm proud of myself. So that I just have to laugh because that was just it was so funny. Like I was like sitting there being so frustrated at my computer and my like software, and then I go and I'm like, oh Jen, this was a you thing. It was so funny. It was so dumb. Anyways, okay, so for this plan with me, this is for the week of August 8th through August 14th, and I'm utilizing this gorgeous kit from Nikkiplusthree. This is actually an older format, and this is one of her limited edition kits. This is her February limited edition kit, and I just loved how bright and colorful it was. So like, there isn't anything that's like, whoa, bam, summertime about this kit. But I liked how bright and colorful it was, and it felt like summer to me. What I will say is I did something completely different with the bottom washi in this spread, and I am obsessed with how it turned out. So I pulled in some florals from Paper Trail Plans. Paper Trail Plans comes out with floral bundles and everything, and I just felt like these, I did a mixture. I used these florals from Paper Trail Plans, and then I used some florals from Letters to Apollo because they were like pink and purple, and I felt like they matched like the water, and they were watercolor style. So I felt like it pulled in really nicely for this kit. I love what I did with the date covers. I did DIY date covers on this one, and I kept it pretty simple. I don't know what that was. Wow, I squeaked. Did y'all hear that? I kept it pretty I don't know what is happening. It's like I didn't do a voiceover, and now I'm like, whatever. Anyways, I kept it pretty simple with the date covers. I did pull in some garlands and deco pieces from Sadie Stickers and also the Pretty Pink Co. I pulled in some summertime clusters from the Pretty Pink Co. that have like suns and clouds and stars, and then a lot of dot clusters from Sadie Stickers. With the date covers, I did pull in the floral trims, and I think it was Lauren from Planmas Plan and one of her little sneaks that she's just shown on her Instagram of one of her Plan With Me's that she's going to post where she did something like this. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I have to try it. So I pulled that in here, and the days of the week and the days of the week are from Paper Trail Plans, and the days of the week are from the Pretty Pink Co. But the bottom washi, so what I did is I took the long strip because the bottom washi that came with the kit, the one for the left side didn't span the full width, and I'm not about that. That's not my jam. I like washi that spans the full width. So what I did is I took the washi
the bottom washi from the right side and I cut it in half and I used it on both sides. And then I took the washi from the Paper Trail Plans and I filled in that space. And then I added the floral trim that came with it. And I was just like obsessed with how it turned out. It also kind of framed in what I did with the floral trims at the top. And I was like, yeah, I love it. I love how that looked. But yeah, that was the base of the spread. The girl is from Florina Paperie. I love her little bikini and her sun hat, and the colors in her swimsuit matched the kit, and I just loved it so much. Okay, so on Monday, I marked that I slept in, and in Nikkiplusthtree's kits, she has like her boxes page you guys saw has all kinds of stuff on there, and she has like a whole row of fancy boxes. So I alternated using the different shaped fancy boxes for the first thing that I marked every single day of this week. For this one, I marked sleeping in with the little box, and I layered it with some florals from Paper Trail Plans, and then the little pillow icon is from White Deer Stationery. And okay, so I marked introducing the cats. And what that means is I had to reintroduce them. This was still the saga of us trying to get Casca to like Bullet. It felt like it lasted so long, but I was going through some of my like notes and my plan with me's and whatnot. I'm like, wow, it did not last very long. Like, it just felt like it did because we kept them separated, and any time that she was around, she was just so vocal about how much she just didn't like him at the time. It was very frustrating. But anyways, to mark introducing the cats or reintroducing the cats, I pulled in some florals from the kit. Those Nikkiplusthree, she adds like a little section that has a few florals, so I try to pull those in sparingly throughout this spread. The paw print is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I got some Happy Mail on this day, so I pulled in, this is a third midi box from Sadie Stickers. I forget what colorway it's in, but I think it's lilac. It's from her colorful midi boxes. The icon is from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I went to the gym with Kiwi, and to mark that, I pulled in some more florals, and then the shoes from Crafts by Towie, and then I layered some garlands from Sadie Stickers. I pulled in these garlands from Sadie Stickers like all throughout the spread. They're my favorite, and I just love the way they look. I marked that I emailed my client on this day, emailed her workout, so I pulled in a quarter box from the kit, layered it with some florals, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. And then to cap off the night, me and my hubby just watched TV together. We like watching YouTube together. There's actually this channel on YouTube that we've discovered together that he's introduced me to recently. It's called Discover With Us, I think, or Explore With Us is what it is. And what it is it's this criminal psychologist who breaks down interrogations from, people who are arrested for, they suspect them to be, the ones who committed a murder. And there have been breakdowns on so many, like, infamous, murders. The, Chris, what's his name? Oh my gosh. I would forget his name. But anyways, there's a lot that they break down, and it's just so fascinating because you can really like see and break down how people fidget whenever they're uncomfortable and whenever they're not telling like the full truth. And it's just like really subtle things that I'm like, oh wow, that's interesting. So I don't know, that's one of the things that we're currently watching. If you guys are like, what do you guys watch together when you watch YouTube together? Well, we watch stuff like that. We're weirdos. Okay, so on Tuesday, I marked that I had a bad night's sleep. I don't know what it was. I just couldn't sleep. I woke up and I went to the gym with my friend, Lacey and Kiwi. Again, I've explained this. They're the same person. I marked that we went over to my parents' house on this day. So I marked that with a third box from the kit. Marked it with some florals from Paper Trail Plans and letters to Apollo. I marked that my brother and my sister-in-law came over on this day. So my brother and my sister-in-law used to live like 45 minutes away from us, and my brother got this really cool job opportunity in Colorado, and they moved, which is kind of a bummer because they have they have one of my nieces and one of my nephews, but also like, I don't know if I've ever told this story. My sister-in-law is actually my childhood best friend. I met her when I was 12 or 13, something like that. And I remember telling her, I was like, oh my gosh, I have a brother who's right around your age. You should marry him so we can be sisters forever. And she totally did. So
I get to say that like my best friend is my sister, so it's really cool. But anyways, they were moving to Colorado this week, and I marked that we hung out together. I also marked that my best friend or my sister-in-law or both, whatever you want to say, she came over and visited me while I taught my Zoom class on this evening. And then to cap off the night, I edited a haul. Okay, on Wednesday, I marked that I uploaded the haul, and I uploaded that with one of the fancy boxes from the kit, layered it with some garland, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery, marked that I went to the gym with Lacey. Dude, I need to get consistent. I'm either going to call her Kiwi in my spreads, or I'm going to call her Lacey. Like, this whole jumping back and forth between it is confusing me. So I know it's probably confusing y'all. I marked that I went to Walmart. Why did I go to Walmart so much over the summer? I never go to Walmart. Whatever, it is what it is. And then I marked that I took my big boy kitty Bullet to the vet. I don't think this was the week. So back in the summertime, he hurt his back at some point, and we had to go and get him looked at. I don't know if that was this week or if that was the next week. I don't know. We just started noticing that he was acting funny, and then anytime we would touch his back, he would like hiss and growl at us, and he doesn't do that. He doesn't hiss or growl. He's like such a chill cat. Like, he's very, hey, I will come and give you my love when I feel like it. But so I don't think that was this. I think I just took him to the vet for like an update on his shots. I can't remember. It was back in August, y'all. I'm sorry. Then I marked that I was binge watching TV. And then I just talked to my adopted grandpa on the phone. Okay, so on Thursday, I marked that my husband had to go off for an overnight, or I think he was gone for like a day and a half for work. So I was going to be alone with the cats, which during this time, this was like the height of Casca just like, and her craziness with not liking, and I say craziness, it's just like I've stated, I am pretty sure it was my stressed out level that was getting to her. And maybe if I just like would have listened to my mom and let them figure it out and stopped getting all up in their business sooner, then she would have chilled out sooner. But whatever, it is what it is. Mom, you were right. So, okay, so funny story. When all this was going on and like we were struggling to figure out what are we gonna do, my mom was the one who was like, they're cats, they'll figure it out. You can't let them control your lives. Like, they'll figure it out. But like all of the quote unquote cat experts were saying, no, if you leave them alone, they'll get into fights and they'll hurt each other. And my mom was like, no, they won't. They'll be fine. They're not gonna do that. You know, that self-preservation, they'll be fine. And I was just like torn back and forth. And like at the end of the day, it's like, dude, listen to your mom, okay? Just because my mom, like, it's literally, it had nothing to do with anything I did when they became friends. It was everything to do with what my mom said. They just figured it out on their own. Whatever it is, what it is. Anyways, so Shane had to leave, and so I was left at home with the kitties. And I found whenever I was like snuggling with Casca on the couch and Bullet was just kind of wandering, she was good. But if I wasn't in her constant like space and like around her, she would freak out. So I'd have to like put her back in the room. And I had to go and teach and do personal training on that night. So I had to call one of my friends over to watch them while I was gone. It was a whole mess. It was a whole mess and a half. And I'm just like, I'm so happy that they figured it out. I'm so happy that they're good to go now. Anyways, still on Thursday, I marked that I went over to my brother and my sister-in-law's house and I helped them finish packing up their house and their truck because my dad and my brothers just my dad and my brother. Yeah, because my younger brother had to work. Anyways, my dad and my brother were driving the moving truck to Colorado. So I went over there and helped make sure that the truck was all packed up and good to go. So my dad left that night and everything. On Friday, it was kind of a lazy day for me. I went to the gym. I DoorDashed some Chili's, which I don't get a hankering for like Chili's or anything like that very often. And I think it's just because like only a few of their things on their menu is good. Like, no offense to anyone who likes Chili's out there, but like, I don't know.
I feel like it's kind of overpriced and overhyped. Anyways, I said what I said. I'm sorry. I marked that I went over and checked on my mom because, my dad was out of town and, my husband was out of town as well. So I went over and I checked on my mom. We visited together. This was the day that my brother left for Colorado. So I marked that with a quarter box from the kit, layered it with some florals, and then the adorable little moving truck is from White Deer Stationery. I love being able to pull that in. I don't get to pull it in very often just because, you order a sheet of that and it's like you're not moving every week. So, but it's so good to have. It's like those random icons that you're like, man, I really wish I had this icon. It's like White Deer Stationery has it. And then to cap off the night, I got some Happy Mail. So I marked that with another midi box from Sadie Stickers, and the icon is from Crafts by Towie. Okay, on Saturday, I marked that I slept in, and I marked that, okay, so this is actually a fancy box. It's the same shape as the fancy boxes that came with the Nikkiplusthree kit, but it's from Two Little Bees. And I don't know, I felt like the colors just matched perfectly. So I marked sleeping in with that, and then some florals from the kit. The icon is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I got ready for the day because I had an event that I had to work on this day. So to mark that, I pulled in some florals from the kit. All the garlands, like in case you guys were like, where are the garlands from? Y'all, it's all from Sadie Stickers, all of it. Like it's just what I do. I pull in Sadie Stickers, I pull in the Pretty Pink Co. or Honey Inked. There's not much deviation. Anyways, the icon is from White Deer Stationery, and then I layered these two circles. So that circle is actually from the leftover kit I used from the Limoncello kit that I used for my last Plan With Me. I layered it with a rose gold scallop circle from Sadie Stickers, pulled in some florals, and then the balloon icon is one that my mom made for me. I marked that I went over after my balloon event. I went over and I hung out with my sister-in-law because she was moving and leaving me. So I had to go and spend some time with her because I miss her. I miss her a lot. Actually, I'm really excited because she and my brother and my niece and nephew are coming down for Christmas, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see them. So I marked that with, this is actually a label from the kit. I layered it with some flowers, and then the house icon is from Crafts by Towie. Then to cap off the night, I fell asleep on the couch. I have like a couple people tell me like my couches are kryptonite. They're so easy to fall asleep on, and it's like I'm not the only one. My sister has fallen asleep on them. Two of our best friends have fallen asleep on them. Like it's a different kind of sleep that you fall into. Like you could be watching a show and you could, first of all, I'm a sucker for a good couch blanket, like a good comfy blanket snuggled up on the couch. Like it hits different. But I'm also just notorious for, my husband and I will sit down to watch something and he'll be like, okay, you're not going to go to sleep, are you? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm wide awake. I could be absolutely wide awake. But as soon as I get that couch blanket and I'm all snuggled up, no, it's done. It's over for me. That's like a kiss of death for me. It's done. So whenever we're watching something that I know he's really excited for me to watch, I have to like sit up straight, don't lay down, don't cover up. Like it's like a whole thing. Okay. On Sunday, I marked that I overslept. What a surprise. Wow. It's crazy. It's like the weekend, because I work on weekends and everything. Like if I can set my alarm and hear it whenever I need to wake up for work. But like on Sundays, it's so hard to wake up and I always feel so bad. Anyways, I marked that with another fancy box, pulled in some florals. I marked that I watched some TV with Shane. Goodness. The icon is from White Deer Stationery, layered it with some florals. I cooked us some dinner. I think I cooked us some garlic herb chicken pasta, and I made some squash too. Yes, I did, because this was also the night that I took food over to my mom because my dad was still not home. I marked that I edited a Plan With Me, and I marked that with some florals, some garlands, and then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. I'm marking here that I did take food over to my mom because she was, like I said, my dad was gone, and I made food, and I was like, whatever, I'm just going to take some over to my mom. To mark that, I pulled in a midi colored box from Sadie Stickers. The florals are from Letters to Apollo. The icon is from Crafts by Towie. And then to cap off the night, I just watched some TV with my hubby. It's just, I mark it every night. But I marked that with some florals. I pulled in some more of those palm tree icons or palm tree deco pieces. And then the icon is from White Tree Stationery. Oh, and the box is from Bloom Paper Studio. These are the leftovers that I have from this kit. I always have so many boxes left over. I'm just going to have to find something to do with them. I'll end up destashing or something. But yeah, these are the leftovers that I have along with a Viv Wiggle. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and being patient with me. This should have been up yesterday, but I had that voiceover thing. But don't worry, you're going to double dose today because I have day 16 uploading now. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.